Have you ever witnessed a single moment so beautiful, it feels like history itself is holding its breath? Because that's exactly what happened when Kim Taehyung, V of BTS, stepped onto the red carpet at Vogue World, Hollywood. That night in Los Angeles wasn't just another glamorous event. It was something else entirely. A moment where culture, identity, and artistry collided under the California sky. The world had been waiting for this appearance ever since Anna Wintour's personal invitation made headlines. But no one knew how Taehyung would show up, until he did. And when he did, the world stopped. Cameras flashed. Voices softened. It wasn't just a celebrity arrival. It was an entrance written in elegance. He didn't walk into the spotlight. He brought the spotlight with him. There he was, in a tailored gray J. Beck couture suit, the perfect balance of sophistication and soul. The fabric whispered modernity, but the details told a story much older. A red belt tied with a jade narigi knot, a quiet tribute to Korean tradition. A translucent black hat inspired by the Joseon era, turning history into high fashion. Every piece of his outfit wasn't just worn, it was lived. It was storytelling through thread and texture. Reporters would later say he didn't just attend Vogue World. He embodied it. And as he walked past the crowd, something subtle happened. The energy changed. Conversations faded. Every gaze turned toward him. He didn't have to try. His calm, almost poetic presence did all the speaking for him. Even the unshakable Anna Wintour, a woman rarely caught off guard, was seen smiling. Just a little. But that little smile meant everything. For Taehyung, this wasn't about fame. It was about something deeper, a message. That Korean heritage can stand tall, proud, and graceful on the world's grandest stage. The red carpet became a bridge, connecting Seoul to Hollywood, tradition to modernity, past to present. And in that moment, the boy from Daegu wasn't just V of BTS. He was the heartbeat of a culture, dressed in history, moving in harmony. Photographers captured every angle, but none could fully capture the aura. The way he bowed slightly before greeting others. The soft glint in his eyes. The unspoken confidence. Inside, as he sat front row beside Gwyneth Paltrow and Nicole Kidman, the camera found him again. Calm, observant, immersed in the art before him. It wasn't just fashion he was watching. It was expression. It was creation. It was life unfolding in front of him. And when the light hit his face just right, the reflection of the runway flickering in his eyes, it looked almost cinematic. As if Hollywood itself was being reimagined through him. Some said he looked like a scene from a vintage film. Part James Dean, part Joseon nobleman. A timeless paradox. Online, fans called him elegance in motion. Vogue captioned his photo with the same words. Because truly that's what he was. But perhaps the most beautiful part came after the event. Outside, as fans gathered, calling his name under the night sky. He didn't rush past them. He stopped. He smiled. He bowed. When one fan handed him flowers, he raised them gently and said, "For all of you." Just 4 words. But in those 4 words you could feel everything. Gratitude, love, connection. That short clip went viral within hours. Because the world saw not just a superstar, but a man who carries grace like a second skin. Korean gentleman who rewrites red carpet rules, wrote Harper's Bazaar. He wears history like art, said The Guardian. And maybe that's what makes Taehyung different. He doesn't just represent his culture. He translates it into beauty everyone can understand. Every gesture, every look, every word he speaks in that gentle tone. It feels intentional, meaningful, alive. He is proof that elegance doesn't need to shout. It whispers. It breathes. It stays. That night, even among Hollywood legends, he wasn't competing for attention. He commanded it. Quietly, naturally, effortlessly. Because true presence isn't about volume. It's about depth. And as the night faded and the crowd thinned, someone caught a glimpse of him gazing up at the LA sky. Smiling softly, as if thanking the stars themselves. If Hollywood was a painting, one journalist wrote, then tonight, Taehyung was the brushstroke that made it complete. The next morning, his image filled magazine covers worldwide. But beyond the headlines and hashtags, one truth remained. Kim Taehyung had once again redefined what global artistry looks like. He showed that fashion can be history, that elegance can be identity, and that one person's presence can bridge entire worlds. And when he later wrote on Weverse, "Every step I take out there, your hearts are always with me," fans knew this wasn't just another milestone. It was a love letter. Because in every movement, every look, every gentle smile, Kim Taehyung wasn't just representing Korea. He was representing all of us who believe that art, in any form, can move the world. And that is why, even after the lights fade, his story continues to glow.